What's up, you guys?
Welcome back to our channel today, everyone, and welcome back to Florida.
It's a hot one out today.
It's a little bit, you could say it's a little bit muggy, a little bit humid. I mean, it's Florida summer, so we get sunshine, and then 10 minutes later, we have a little bit of rain, and then sun comes back out. So definitely when it stops raining, you gotta take advantage of it, which, as you guys can tell, we're out on little scooters right now.
Yeah.
And we have actually not showed you guys these scooters in detail yet. I mean, any of you that know our channel and know this guy right here, well, when I say guy, I mean big kid.
That's
He's a
right,
kid
you know?
at heart.
Well, here's the thing. Every time we have visitors come over, what's the number one thing that they love to do? These things.
Scooters.
They love scooters.
That is for sure. So these are our new GOTRAX Scooters, everyone.
And
I do have to say, they are pretty awesome. So
yeah,
GOTRAX
super cool.
sent us these. We've been trying them out the past month since we got home. We took them out on the 4th of July and had a blast with them. We've actually got stopped a few times asking like if we've rented these or where they can find them, especially Jared.
This one's the GX1s, Brittany's the G6, and yeah, we get asked a lot. I think it's because of like the color combo. So this one has a blue light and a blue light on the bottom, so does Brittany. And so like when we were rolling around on the 4th of July, it looked pretty awesome.
And that's a big factor for me with scooters, that they have a really good headlight, tail light, and then I love the underneath lights as well, because it's more visibility, cool. Especially if you're riding them when it gets darker, even you know, during the day as well. Mine is the G6, which you can tell is kind of the less beefier option.
Yes.
But still amazing. It's an awesome scooter. I love it. The size is perfect, like for my feet to fit on it. I love the grip on the handlebars. The battery on it lasts, I think, like 6 hours. It lasts a really long time, which is awesome.
It's super fast, it's fun, it folds down, it's got shocks on the front.
Everything you could want
super
in a
grippy
scooter.
And then mine, on the other hand, like Brittany said, it's a little bit more beefy, it's a little bit more hefty. So it's got everything that she just said, plus it's got a light on the front, a little LED light, the same color that goes underneath. It's got a really big headlight right here, it's super bright. Then it has an LED screen and it has tons of different functions that you can do. You can turn on the headlight, it's super easy. It has like a pedestrian mode, so if you're like crossing the street, like on a crosswalk, it can go really slow for you. You can engage 2 different motors on this. I mean, it's like the real deal. Plus it has super heavy duty shocks.
I was gonna say the suspension, do you see how high off the ground it is? It is like,
it is.
Mine has awesome suspension too, but that's like next level.
Oh yeah.
If you're looking for that type of scooter, especially if you're commuting, which a lot of people nowadays are commuting on scooters, which is kind of cool.
And in case you're wondering, the range on this one's 25 miles and 30 miles per hour. And another thing I love about these is that they have cruise control, which I'm a big fan of cruise control, because like if you're going for a long time, you're going the same speed, you want to be able to rest your finger, and so having cruise control is key.
And one other thing that we've never had on any of our other scooters that these ones have is this lock feature. So there's actually, when you go to power it on, there's a code you have to type in or it won't even move, which is really, it's like an anti-theft.
It locks in place, which is really cool. Anyways, you guys, it is pretty hot out right now, so we're gonna go take these for a spin. But if you're interested, we'll put a link down below for both of these. Started raining, so we decided to come on home, get all dressed up, looking good.
What to eat, you know?
Not a whole lot to eat in there.
We were chatting.
Ooh, yes, this is right here.
I was wondering, should we do this and some veggies? Okay.
This is really good.
You guys, I think we need to chat a little bit about what we've been eating the past while. We haven't really dove into that much.
So Brittany's actually been doing this with me. She doesn't need to, but she's been doing it out of support.
For the most part. I mean, well, maybe we should explain what we're eating.
So for those of you who do not know, about 2 months ago, I had to go into the emergency room for a food impaction to get dislodged. I had something stuck in my throat. And long story short, they ended up getting it dislodged, but in the process, they wanted to stretch my esophagus, which is a very common procedure. And in doing so, the doctor accidentally made a little tear in my esophagus, which made me stay overnight. But while he was doing that procedure, he did a biopsy of my esophagus, and they found that I was diagnosed with something called EOE, which stands for Eosinophilic Esophagitis, which is really long term. But essentially it means I am allergic, potentially, all 6 of the most common allergens, if not all of them. What happens with EOE is that if I eat one of these 6 allergens, I have a delayed allergic reaction to it. So it's not like immediate response, but it's like a week or 2 later. So I've had to implement this new diet. It's called the Elimination diet. And what I do is I stay away from all 6 of these allergens: dairy, nut, gluten, soy, shellfish, fish, and what's the other one?
Eggs.
Eggs, yes, that's the other one. So that's all 6 right there. So I've been staying away from all of those ever since this procedure, which was again about 2 months ago. I've been staying away from all 6 of them, actually a little bit longer than 2 months ago. So now what I'm supposed to do is go get another endoscopy, go get my levels tested again, see how I'm doing, whether they've gone down or up or whatever the case may be. Then from there, I have to start reintroducing one of those allergens back into my diet, then get retested again about 6 weeks later.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know all the details with that. One of the most important doctor's appointments we have on the calendar is meeting with a specialist, like an allergist, to tell us exactly how we do this. Because as you guys know, we've been gone and we were like, we're not gonna worry too much about it until we get back. So now that we're back, we're like, okay, we really need to jump in this and like make sure we're doing it correctly. But yeah, coming along with that, obviously eliminating pretty much a lot of the major food groups.
And I will say this, the past 3 months, I've done an excellent job.
Yeah, Jared's done a really good job with it.
Yeah, like 99.9%, like really well.
Yeah, we're trying our best, that is for sure, but it can be tricky to know what to cook, what to eat, what to get, what to buy. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are probably watching this video maybe have EOE or know someone that does have EOE, and I feel like it's kind of a lot, especially just to make that big change. And so anyways, I thought it'd be good in today's video kind of just share some of the things we've been like doing that are that we find helpful.
Super helpful.
One of the things being we eat a lot more veggies.
Tons more.
And these, I showed these in our Costco haul, but we are loving these. This was our first time getting them. These are the Primavera fire roasted veggies, you guys. They come in a big bag like this, just from Costco. I throw these in with so many meals. Like, they're already pre-cooked, so they're really frozen. You just heat them up, so they work with anything. Like right now, another thing, this is like a time saver, just because I actually go grocery shopping, but this is the Kevin's meals, and most of these do not have the allergies that Jared has. Like this just contains, because they have to list out those main allergens. If you didn't know that, when you're looking at labels, just look right here, because if it contains like milk or soy or like
if it contains any of one of the 6, it has to display it.
It has to list it there. So that's kind of like a good little cheat sheet, because sometimes you're just like, okay, does it? You don't want to read all the ingredients, but yes, okay, it only contains coconut, and he's good with that. So anyways, these Kevin's meals, they sell at most grocery stores. But most of them are paleo, you know, gluten, all of that free, which is awesome. So for a lot of like quick meals, I'll just get one of these, add some like veggies in with the sauce. This is a coconut style one.
Delicious.
Usually eat it with like some rice, because you can't have rice now, which is great. Another thing we eat a ton of is potatoes. So I'll do like a ton of different sweet potatoes, either roast them like whole. Sometimes I'll just give them like a roasted sweet potato, and we'll just eat
we
that.
really will,
Kind of sweet. It almost tastes like candy.
They are, if you're kind of like looking for a treat, they're really, really good. And another thing I've been eating a ton of are oats. These, you guys, I've been absolutely in love with. So these are the rolled oats from Trader Joe's. They are certified gluten-free. Very, very delicious. I have those with pretty much every single morning with a cup of water. I know that sounds boring, but a cup of water, a pinch of salt, and that really just does it. I let it sit for about 15 minutes and it tastes delicious.
Because you can't have milk, so we've been doing a lot of, and you can't have almond milk, so we've been doing a lot of oat milk. So I've been of oats going on.
So but I mean, here's the thing, that this with water, I mean, it tastes just like oat milk. That's gonna be kind of surprising maybe to some of you out there, but I mean, rolled oats with water and a pinch of salt tastes just like regular oat milk, in my opinion. And if you want some like sweet flavor, I highly recommend using apple juice instead of water.
And also, okay, so for like dinners, I try and just keep it super simple. Like, okay, what meat are we gonna have? What protein, right? So you can eat most proteins, not fish and shrimp, like shellfish, but most everything else.
Which I'm sad about.
Chicken, he's starting to get back to. I think you've been a little bit nervous just since.
That's what I choked on originally,
So like with this chicken, you guys, I will literally cut it into like teeny tiny pieces.
Size of your thumbnail.
Like very small.
That's literally what you're supposed to do, size of your thumbnail.
But yeah, I do that with some veggie, and then usually like either potatoes or a rice. And then I season it lots of different ways.
One thing that I have been loving eating, and we actually ran out of it, we don't have any more. I need to go back to Costco to get it, but inside of Costco, they have like a turkey that's, I don't know if it's like rotisserie. That's not rotisserie,
no,
but
it's just a turkey breast.
Yeah, it's a turkey breast, but it's like in a section where it's already kind of like pre-put together. It is delicious. It's very tender. It's very moist, which is nice for me because the chicken that got lodged in my throat forever ago, it was a teeny bit like dry, which got caught, and it was obviously too big of a bite. I shouldn't have eaten that big of a bite. Anyway, that turkey, when next time we go to Costco, I'll point it out because it's delicious and it just slides right on down.
Okay, so let me show you this. I just poured in I know that doesn't look the most appetizing right there. That's the sauce, but look at these veggies, you guys.
It looks good.
There's like onions, there's pepper in here, zucchini, like squash, broccoli, lots of different things. So then I just add in the sauce, and this is delicious.
So here's one of the advantages of doing the whole elimination diet. I feel like I've been eating a lot cleaner, a lot more whole foods than when I'm used to eating, only because one of those 6 allergens isn't something that's processed. So it's really hard to find stuff that is processed but doesn't contain one of those allergens. So I've been eating a lot more clean, which has been a really good thing for me.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I feel like I just look for whole ingredients. Oh, we also eat a ton of fruit.
Tons of fruit.
I always have a ton
watermelon.
of watermelon cut.
Yep.
We use the little clementine.
Yep.
Cherries. I probably have like
grapes.
2 bowls of cherries every day.
I eat fruit like all the time now.
Yeah, lots of fruit, lots of things like that. I'm trying to think what other like.
It's been like really good as far as like I feel like I have more energy. I feel like my gut issues are way better now than they were before.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I sleep a little bit better.
Yeah, so there's definitely been benefits. Not to say it's not hard.
Yeah.
Or like we don't crave that stuff.
Yeah.
I can't. Like when I was at meat work, I was like, I'm having pizza.
Yeah.
I'm not here.
Yeah. Brittany doesn't have to do it. She's just doing it as support, so she can cheat all she wants.
I'm trying my best to help support him. But anyways, you guys, let us know if you do have some of these same allergies. What are some of your like go-to dinners, snacks, things like that?
Or where do you guys go for like recipes? If you guys have a special site, link it down below for all of us to check out.
I've been researching a lot of that. We do like a lot of like different taco bowls, Greek bowls.
Yep.
Different bowls, you could say.
Yep.
Meals.
And what's nice.
The gluten-free pasta.
Yeah, we talked about this a few times. This is really good.
This is really hard to find though, because with this elimination diet, we can't have any that are made with like lentils or chickpeas because he's also allergic to that.
Yeah.
So this one is made with corn and rice flour, which is crazy.
It's perfect.
So
and when she says allergic, it's not one of the 6 allergens. I'm just actually have a food allergy to those.
She's allergic to lentils and chickpeas, we found out. So, anyways, this is a great brand. I've heard, we got this on Amazon, but you can buy like Walmart and a few different places like that. So you do a lot of pasta salads with like yummy.
And they're delicious. They're so good.
Dressings homemade. That's like, it gives it so much flavor.
Yeah.
And I keep this in the fridge so we can just kind of pull it out whenever. So.
Now, here's the ironic thing. My favorite food growing up, and probably still today, is pasta. So I absolutely love pasta. Now, whether or not I'm allergic to it, like maybe that actually is the thing that keeps setting me off, I don't know. But that pasta that she was just talking about, that is probably the closest thing. Like when I go to eat it, I don't even like realize I'm not eating like regular pasta. Like that's how close it tastes. It's delicious.
It tastes so good because there are some I feel like that.
Yeah, it's like
texture just isn't.
Yeah, it's like a dead giveaway.
I can definitely tell this is not regular pasta, but this one.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Now we've only found it in like those little squirrely things. We haven't found it in like other shapes. Yeah. It would be nice if they had like a long little noodle, like eating spaghetti or whatever you want. But so far, just little squirrelies.
I'm just looking what other like treats we have in our pantry stuff. These we get from Costco as well. That's it. They're the little mini fruit bars.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Beef jerky sticks.
This is like a great example. This is something that's processed, obviously.
Yeah.
But it has 2 ingredients. It has apple and then whatever, you know, one of the fruits.
Strawberry, apples, mangoes, apples, blueberries.
Yeah.
So
it's like very basic.
Pretty clean. Also like different chips we found that are just sweet potatoes or just potatoes or tortilla chips have been actually surprisingly more tricky to find.
Yep, so they have wheat or soy. Yep.
I think it's Siete brand. They have a lot of great options that I've been like getting their spices for taco seasoning because it's clean ingredients, doesn't have the soy or the wheat. You'd be so surprised how many things have those things in there.
Yep.
So anyway, you guys, hopefully you find that helpful.
I know.
We were just talking about it. We're like, maybe we should just talk about like what we're eating kind of on the day today because
I think it'd help a lot of people out there, Looks like Brittany's almost done with this. While she's cooking this, I'm gonna take this little guy out for a little walk and then go enjoy the sunshine. I totally see what Brittany's laughs about all the time. Oh man, so you guys noticed my glasses there? So Brittany always gives me a hard time that my glasses like tint up, which I know they do, like when I go outside, like in the sun, which I'm in the sun right now. And she always teases me that they tint up, like you're kind of like shadowy dark. And that's because they have like a thing in them, so when you go outside, like they get a little darker, so it acts as sunglasses to protect your eyes. I've never really seen it myself, obviously, because I'm always looking through it. But right now I'm looking at the camera and I'm trying not to laugh. So Finn and I are out on a little quick walk right now. Kind of let him off leash right here just because he loves to chase after lizards. But there's actually not too many lizards out, ironically. It's kind of like hot, muggy. I'm not really sure where all the lizards went, but right now he's just chilling right underneath this bench I'm sitting on. So I think we'll probably go in here in a second, but it does feel good to get out and about, be walking around. Fitness is one of the things that's been on my mind for a long time, ever since my, surgery procedure out in the ER. Kind of threw a wrench in things as far as like going to the gym. Up until that point, I was going to the gym really like regularly, but now anyway, I'm just trying to like get back into the swing of things, and I'm taking it super easy, and I'm just trying to be really smart about it. At this point, the doctors say I should be totally fine and be able to go back to the gym, but the thing is that when I do work out, I still sometimes feel pressure and a slight bit of pain. I've told them all that, and they've reassured me that's totally fine, completely normal, but still, it makes me worry a little bit. But I am taking it super easy and just kind of going from there. But I'm hoping like crazy that eventually I'll get back to where I used to be, because I feel like I was in a really good rhythm back then. And I would love to get back into that same, at least the same fitness, or same, if not just the same fitness level, but at least like the same like consistency. That was something I absolutely loved that I was doing before. And when I look back at like old videos, I like see what I used to look like, and knowing that I don't look like that anymore as a result of this, emergency procedure, it is a little disheartening, but at the same time, that's life. So trying to get back at it, trying to get back on the horse. But this walk was short-lived. This little guy, you're pretty tired, aren't you, dude? I'm sorry. It's a little hot out, huh? I think he likes sitting in the sun. Whenever he's sitting like that, just chilling in the sun, that's typically a sign that he's just enjoying it, sunbathing. But it looks like our walk got cut a little bit short, only because there's no lizards out, and it's a little hot and muggy, so I think we're gonna head back inside.